Have you ever wondered how much power lies in the act of forgiveness? Well, buckle up, friends, because today we're setting off on an enlightening journey. A journey that explores the vast landscapes of forgiveness, and trust me, it's more exciting than any blockbuster movie. Let's kick things off with a little cosmic insight. Consider forgiveness as a divine exchange program. You know, like those student exchange programs where you swap places with a person from another country. Except in this case, you're not switching locations, you're exchanging negativity for peace. You offer up your forgiveness to others, and in return, the universe bestows its forgiveness upon you. It's a win-win situation, really. Now, I know, it might sound like a spiritual quid pro quo, but let me assure you, it's way better than that. And the best part? It won't land you in any political scandals. How's that for a sweet deal? But what if you're finding it hard to forgive someone? We've all been there, haven't we? It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while riding a roller coaster. Not easy. But here's a secret weapon for you. Love. That's right. Love has this incredible ability to cover over offenses, to mend broken bridges, to heal wounded hearts. It's like the world's best band-aid, but for your soul. So instead of hitting the unsubscribe button on your relationships by holding on to grudges, why not hit the like button instead? Cover their offenses with love, and keep those precious relationships intact. After all, life is too short to spend it in the company of resentment and bitterness. And remember, the golden rule of forgiveness is this: forgive as the Lord forgave you. Think about it. If the Creator of the universe can forgive us for our endless list of mistakes, surely we can extend the same courtesy to others, can't we? Remember, forgiveness is a divine exchange program. You forgive others, and God forgives you. It's a beautiful cycle of peace, healing, and growth. So why not give it a try? After all, forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door to true freedom. Ever thought about the weight of grudges you carry around? They're like invisible backpacks, overstuffed with the rocks of resentment. When we hold grudges, we're essentially lugging around a load of bitterness. And let's be honest, that's no fun at all. It's like dragging a suitcase through soft sand. It slows you down, wears you out, and leaves you feeling utterly drained. Now let's delve into the sage wisdom of Proverbs 17:9. It says, "Whoever would foster love covers over an offense, but whoever repeats the matter separates close friends." This verse is like a warning sign on the road of relationships. Keep repeating the offenses and you're on a one-way street to separation city. But if you cover those offenses with love, you're cruising down Harmony Highway. Imagine if you treated your friendships like your favorite social media platform. Holding grudges is like hitting the unsubscribe button. It's choosing to disconnect, to stop receiving updates, to cut off communication. But what if instead you hit the like button? What if you chose to cover their offense with love, to stay connected, to keep the lines of communication open? As we all know, no one is perfect. We all make mistakes. And we all have the capacity to hurt others, intentionally or unintentionally. But when we harbor resentment, we're not just hurting the other person, we're also hurting ourselves. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. On the flip side, forgiveness is an antidote to this poison. It's a healing balm for your soul. It lightens your load, frees your heart, and paves the way for peace. It takes a strong person to say sorry, but an even stronger person to forgive. So why not swap that heavy backpack of grudges for a lighter load of love? Instead of hitting the unsubscribe button on your friendship, opt for the like button and cover their offense with love. Have you ever considered the golden rule of forgiveness? Well, if you haven't, buckle up because we're about to dive headfirst into it. It's found nestled in the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 13. It says, "Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you." Now that's a pretty hefty instruction manual packed into one tiny verse, isn't it? So let's break it down. The first part is pretty straightforward: bear with each other. It's kind of like saying, hey, we're all in this together, so let's cut each other some slack, okay? Next, we're told to forgive one another. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because let's face it, forgiving someone can be as difficult as trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. But hang in there, because the next part of the verse gives us a vital clue on how to crack this puzzle. We're told to forgive as the Lord forgave us. Wow. Now that's a game changer, isn't it? Because if there's one thing we know, it's that God is the ultimate champion of forgiveness. He's the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the universe when it comes to forgiveness. Just imagine God as your ultimate life coach. Picture him standing there with a whistle around his neck, waving a clipboard saying, "All right, team, here's the game plan. I forgave you for all your shenanigans, so it's time you do the same for others. Ready? Break." So as we lace up our forgiveness cleats and get ready to hit the field, let's remember the golden rule of forgiveness. It's not about keeping score. It's about wiping the slate clean, just as God does for us. So, forgive as the Lord forgave you. He's a pro at it. And who knows, with a little practice and a lot of grace, maybe we can become pros at it too. Because in the end, the golden rule of forgiveness isn't just about setting others free. It's about finding our own freedom too. Do you feel the weight of the past holding you back? It's a question that resonates with many of us. We've all experienced hurts and disappointments, and it's natural to feel the sting. But when we hold on to these past hurts, we're not just remembering them, we're reliving them. And that's where the burden comes in. Imagine for a moment that each grudge you hold is a brick. Every time you refuse to forgive, you add another brick to your backpack. It's not long before you're carrying a load so heavy that it hinders your every step. It's exhausting, isn't it? And all the while, the person who wronged you may be blissfully unaware of the heavy load you're carrying. Here's the thing about forgiveness. It's not about the other person. It's not about condoning their actions or forgetting what they did. It's about you. It's about choosing to let go of the resentment and pain that's weighing you down. It's about deciding to drop those bricks and lighten your load. When you forgive, you're not saying what happened was okay. You're saying you're not going to let it control you anymore. You're not going to let it steal your joy or your peace or your future. You're taking back your power. And that, my friends, is the freedom in forgiveness. It's the freedom to move forward unencumbered. It's the freedom to choose love over anger, peace over turmoil, and joy over bitterness. It's the freedom to live your life on your terms, not dictated by past hurts. So why not drop the backpack of bricks you're carrying and travel light? Remember, forgiveness is about setting yourself free. It's about choosing to live your life unburdened by the weight of the past. It's about choosing freedom. And that's a choice you'll never regret. So, what have we learned about forgiveness today? We've journeyed through the power of forgiveness, the effects of holding grudges, the golden rule of forgiveness, and the freedom that forgiveness brings. We've seen how forgiveness is a divine exchange program, a spiritual quid pro quo, if you will. We forgive others, and in turn, we are forgiven. We've also discovered that holding on to grudges is like hitting the unsubscribe button on our relationships. It separates us from those we care about and weighs us down. Instead, we should aim to hit the like button, covering offenses with love and maintaining our relationships. We have been reminded of the golden rule of forgiveness as found in Colossians 3:13, to forgive as the Lord forgave you. Imagine God as the ultimate life coach saying, "Okay guys, take notes. I forgave you for all your shenanigans, so do likewise." And most importantly, we've realized that forgiveness isn't just about letting someone off the hook. It's about setting ourselves free. It's about dropping that backpack of bricks we've been lugging around and choosing to travel light. So let's take these insights and apply them in our lives. Let's embrace the power of forgiveness. Let's laugh off the past, mend those bridges, and spread love and joy. Let's live in the spirit of forgiveness, because as they say, to err is human, to forgive is divine. This is our call to action, friends. Let's make forgiveness our daily practice. Let's make it the key to unlock our freedom, a freedom from grudges, anger, and resentment, a freedom filled with love, joy, and peace. Stay blessed, keep laughing, and never underestimate the power of a little chuckle mixed with some biblical wisdom. Remember, to err is human, to forgive is divine. Before we wrap up, remember this journey of forgiveness is not one we have to take alone. It's a shared experience, a collective endeavor. We all have moments of hurt and misunderstanding, but it's how we respond, how we choose to forgive, that truly defines us. Let's embark on this journey together. Let's lean on each other for support, share our stories of forgiveness, and encourage each other to keep going, even when it gets tough. Let's be each other's cheerleaders in this game of life, rooting for forgiveness, love, and peace. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. It not only supports the channel, but also helps spread the message of forgiveness to others. If you haven't already, do subscribe and become a part of our community. And most importantly, share this video with your friends and loved ones. Remember, forgiveness is a journey we can all embark on together. So let's start today. Let's forgive, forget, and move forward. Let's choose love over hate, peace over conflict, and forgiveness over grudges. After all, to err is human, to forgive is divine. Stay blessed, keep laughing, and never underestimate the power of a little chuckle mixed with some biblical wisdom. Here's to a life filled with forgiveness, love, and joy.